Host Rush Limbaugh said the investor group trying to buy the St. Louis Rams football team sought him out to be a minority partner. And then when the controversy got too hot, they asked him to bow out.
And I said, well, I'm not going to withdraw. If you want me out, you go public and fire me.
Which they did. Dave Checketts, the chairman of the group, said Limbaugh, quote, has become a complication and a distraction to our intentions. We have decided to move forward without him. Limbaugh said he would not leave the group willingly and, quote, cede to deadly charges of racism, in part going back to his 2003 comments about Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Donovan McNabb. Limbaugh, then an ESPN commentator, said McNabb was, quote, mediocre, quote, overrated, and that journalists were building him up because, quote, the media has been very desirous that a black quarterback can do well. Earlier this week, the Reverend Al Sharpton sent a letter to the NFL commissioner making reference to that statement and urging the league to keep Limbaugh out. Then two other racial comments attributed to Limbaugh began to surface. The farthest back Fox can trace them is to John Huberman's 2006 book, 101 People Who Are Really Screwing America. It cites Limbaugh as saying, quote, slavery built the South. I'm not saying that we should bring it back. I'm just saying that it had its merits. For one thing, the streets were safer after dark. Limbaugh insists that statement is, quote, utterly fabricated, outrageous, and slanderous. But some media organizations repeated it.
Rush Limbaugh is denying that that quote has come from him. Obviously, that does not take away the fact that there are other quotes who have been attributed to Rush Limbaugh, which many people in the African-American community and many other minority communities do find offensive.
Huberman's book also claims, and Limbaugh denies, that he said James Earl Ray, Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassin, quote, deserves a posthumous Medal of Honor. The book cites Media Matters, a liberal media watchdog group, as the source. But Media Matters tells Fox Today, quote, we are unsure where that came from as well. We have never posted them on their website. But the fact that media groups ran with it, conservative media watchers say, was an effort to, quote, ruin Limbaugh as he pursued part ownership of an NFL team.
I think they wanted to create an atmosphere where Limbaugh was accused not simply of racism, but of really serious vituperative racism.
Those people who enabled this event for their own racial reasons, for their own ratings, their own fundraising, their own FaceTime, their own business reasons, they're going to be just as unhappy as they were before this happened.
Limbaugh says this situation reflects on the NFL and its leadership and shows that, quote, if you are publicly conservative, you are not wanted in the NFL. In Washington, Molly Henneberg, Fox News.
Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is out of the hospital after spending Wednesday night under observation.